This is a new segment on the channel where we talk about more of the creative side of what I'm doing here. I guess right now we're gonna call it the right stuff, but because I can't think of anything else to call it. Yeah, the writer can't think of anything else to call the segment. So this is what it's going to be. So, those of you that don't already know, I'm a writer as well. I am not I'm a published writer, but I'm not a full-time writer. I'd like to be a full-time writer, hence why we're here. So the first video I want to do is kind of tell you a little bit of my favorite tools that I use as a writer, just to put everything on the page, to plan all those things. So let's go ahead. Let me show you. First and foremost, my coffee. Honestly, I could tell you a story about how my caffeine addiction may have actually saved my life years ago. True story. But maybe for another day. Secondly, the thing that I am actually filming on right now is my phone. I have my phone, which I carry with me everywhere, and it has two things on it. One, the Microsoft Word app, where I can just write wherever. If the feeling catches me and I want to write something down, whip out the phone, start typing. The second thing that's on there, a second app, is the DC Infinite Universe Infinite app, where thousands of comics at my fingertips, which leads me to the next thing. My favorite tool as a writer, books. Books. To be a writer, you have to be a reader of something, and at a regular interval. This is so that you can know and who you can know other styles, other stories, and build your foundation upon what has come before. This isn't stealing. This isn't plagiarism. You're going to create your own stories, your own poems, your own writing. But in order to understand how you yourself want to be a writer, you have to understand what's come before you. And in that case, you have to be a reader. None of this Kanye West stuff where he doesn't read. Come on. To be an actual writer, you have to read. You have to know why you're creating. You have to know, other than the fire inside of yourself, that rocket ship that just has to shoot off, you have to know why you are writing. You have to know why you're creating and where it comes from outside of yourself in order to be a good writer. So you must read to be a good writer. Read whatever. Read articles if you want to be an article writer. Read poetry if you want to be a poet. Believe me, I've got some on that bookcase behind me. Read comics if you want to be a comic book writer. Read nonfiction if you want to be a nonfiction writer. But also, read everything else. Anything that you can find that strikes your fancy, because that's where this all lies. To be a writer, you must first be a reader. So, my books, my coffee, my phone with the two apps on it, my laptop, which is in front of me right now. Let me see here. I can't do a little turnaround here, but my laptop, of which this morning I have already written something. Try to write every day if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Don't worry about it. As long as you are building a habit of putting words down on the page, that's fine. I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to sit here and tell you have to write so many words every day. Believe me, I don't do that. I have a day job that has nothing to do with this. So, we've covered my laptop, my phone with 2 apps on it, my books, my coffee. What else could I possibly have to show you? That is one of my favorite tools of writing. My planner. Yes, my planner. My planner. I have a planner. And the point is to find a planner that doesn't make you want to blow chunks every time you look at it. And this one in particular, I love it because it swears. Like me. You also have to find a planner that kind of works for you in the concept of how you approach your daily life, what you're going to be using the planner for. I personally am going to be using this planner to plan out my creative time, plan out my publishing timeline to plan that out. Because what do I have goal wise for 2023? How about I figure that out and I have that kind of figured out, but how about I do that in another video? How about that? What is another tool that I use? Time. You have to plan out time. Because sometimes you'll have the burst of the idea and you pull out your phone and you type it down, but you have to also give yourself time. You have to take time. If you want to be a writer, you have to take the time. If you want to be a creative person in any way, you have to take the time to hone your craft. Create goals for yourself, even if they're small to start with. Goals are just part of the road to making the dream happen. And that dream, though I have not reached it yet, is to become a professional writer, writing for a living. It's a pretty rough one. And you know what? There's a possibility I might not even reach that goal. But I'm still going to do what I have to put myself in that position, because what am I if but a writer? So I'm going to leave you guys with this thought. Make something beautiful today. Even if you're sitting there and you're not a writer, maybe you're cooking dinner for your family. Maybe you make a presentation on a plate that just looks absolutely beautiful. You take a picture and you post it to social media. Who the fuck cares? Maybe you do a little doodle on a page while you're sitting there at work and you think, hey, that looks kind of cute. That's creating something beautiful. You don't have to have big ideas or a lot of time to create something beautiful. You just have to have the intention and the follow through on that intention. So today, at the end of this video, create something beautiful. I've been up since around 6 a.m. and I've already written a poem, thus completing my goal for this week of writing at least one poem. And it's only Tuesday. It's only the start of the work week. So write something beautiful. Be proud of what you've created. Create something beautiful. Be proud of what you've created. Do something to put beauty in the world. There's enough ugliness out there for everyone. Put a little beauty out there for everyone. Thank you. This is the Officially Unofficial Geek channel. This is The Right Stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys.